Hello, welcome to our channel. So, ang topic natin ngayon is electromagnetics, this is already episode 3. So, try nating mag-discuss ng all about vector multiplication and components of vectors. So, dun sa episodes 1 and 2, ito yung mga na-discuss natin. Okay, kung hindi nyo pa napapanood, ililink ko na lang sa description. So, nakapag-discuss na tayo ng concepts ng vectors and scalars, unit vectors, tsaka vector addition, subtraction, properties of addition of vectors, tapos yung position and distance vectors. So, pwede nyo munang panoorin yun para meron na kayong background ideas. Dito sa, didiscuss natin ngayon all about multiplication of vectors and components of vectors. Okay? So, meron na rin ako na-solve na sample problems dun sa particularly part 2, episode 2. Ito yun. Sige. So, panoorin nyo na lang para meron na kayong background all about vectors. So, ngayon, dako tayo sa vector multiplication. So, ang na-discuss ko pa lang kasi is, di ba, vector addition and subtraction. So, meron tayong different types of multiplication for vectors. So, meron tayong dot product, scalar, or tinatawag din nating dot product. Okay. Yung symbol natin for the dot product is this point. Okay. Tapos, meron din tayong vector or cross product. Yung symbol natin is ganyan. Cross. Then, meron din tayong, okay, copy natin. Hindi pa pala dulo yun. Meron din tayong combination ng scalar tsaka vector. Tinatawag na scalar triple product. Okay. So, dot tsaka cross yan. Then, pwede rin tayong magkaroon ng vector triple product. So, ibig sabihin, dalawang cross product. Sige, simulan muna natin sa scalar or dot product. So, ano ba yung scalar or dot product? So, sabi, the dot product of two vectors A and B written as A dot B is defined geometrically as the product of the magnitude magnitudes of A and B and the cosine of the angle between them. So, scalar or dot product, sabi, the dot product of two vectors A and B written as A dot B is defined geometrically as the product of the magnitudes of A and B and the cosine of the angle between them. So, in equation, yung dot product daw nung A and B is equal to the product nung magnitude. Okay? Magnitude nung A times the magnitude nung B times the cosine of the angle, let's say theta, between them. So kung idodraw natin yung dalawang vectors, let's say meron tayong vector A tsaka vector B. Vector A tsaka vector B. So merong angle between them. Okay? Let's say ito, theta AB. Sabihin ng notation natin na angle theta from theta AB, sabihin, angle is rotated from vector A to B. Okay? So, mahanap natin yung dot product nitong dalawang vectors, A and B, using this formula. So, kuhain mo yung magnitude ni A, times mo sa magnitude ni B, then times yung cosine ng angle between them, theta AB. Okay? Yan. So, ang dot product is scalar. Ibig sabihin, yung value niyan is a constant value. Okay? Hindi siya vector. Kaya nga, scalar product or dot product. Kasi ang resulting product natin is a scalar or a constant without magnitude. Okay? So, aside dito sa formula na to, kung given tayo ng vector, okay, given tayo ng vector A as component AX times unit vector AX plus component AY times unit vector AY plus component AZ times unit vector AZ. Tapos si vector B is BX AX plus BY AY plus BZ AZ. Yan. Pwede rin nating makuha yung dot product nila. Dot product of A and B equal, i-multiply nyo lang yung corresponding components ng bawat unit vector. So for AX, multiply yung AX times BX. Okay? Then plus, sa AY naman, multiply nyo yung component ng AY, AY, and BY. Plus, sa AZ naman, multiply nyo yung component AZ, BZ. So, makakompute natin ditong value is a constant. Okay? So, ano yung mga properties natin for dot product? Okay, by the way, kung yung dot product, so if the dot product of A and B, if the dot product of A and B is 0, it means that the two vectors are perpendicular. Okay, bakit? Kasi, ano ba yung formula natin ng dot product? Diba ito? So, kung yung angle between them, yung theta AB, is 90 degree, ibig sabihin, ganito yung drawing yan. Ito si A, ito si B. Yung theta AB nila is 90 degree, meaning perpendicular yung dalawang vectors, right? Pag pinlog-in mo, magnitude ng A times magnitude ng B times cosine theta AB na 90, alam natin, 0 yung cosine 90. So, ibig sabihin, yung dot product ng A and B is 0 if they are perpendicular or orthogonal. Other term for perpendicular is orthogonal. Okay? Kapag same direction naman sila or yung angle between them is 0, let's say, eto si A, eto si B. Bale, yung theta AB nila is 0. Ibig sabihin, parallel sila. Yung dot product lang nila is what? Is yung product nung mga magnitude. Kasi, cosine ng angle between them, theta AB na 0 is, cosine 0 is 1. Right? So, bale, equal lang yan sa AB. Okay? Tapos, meron din tayong mga properties. Okay? Properties ng dot product. So, dot product is commutative. Ibig sabihin, kapag dinat mo si A kay B, equal din to sa dot product ni B kay A. So, the order of the way you multiply or you dot two vectors doesn't affect the product. So, kahit pagbaliktarin mo yung pag-dot product sa dalawang vectors. Okay? Pareho lang yung value. Tapos, distributive. Let's say meron kang A dot B quantity, A dot quantity, B plus C, pwede mong i-distribute. Yan, yung A. So, magiging A dot B plus A dot C. Okay, so distributive yung dot product natin. Tapos, we have the property that A dot A is equal to the magnitude of A squared or simply A squared, right? Bakit? Kasi kung idadat mo yung sarili niya, idadat mo yung A sa sarili niya, halimbawa ito si A, so A dot A is, di ba kapag given yung components ng vector, i-multiply mo lang yung bawat corresponding xy component and then add. So since pareho naman na A to, we have AX times AX plus AY times AY plus AZ times AZ. Applying this formula yan ito. So since parehong dinadat natin sa sarili is A, AX saka AX ay multiply, AY, AY, AZ, AZ. Or magiging ano yan? Magiging AX squared plus AY squared plus AZ squared. Pero alam natin na yung magnitude ng A is given by the square root of AX squared plus AY squared plus AZ squared. So pag in-square natin to, both sides, bale, magnitude of A squared is, so makakancel to, AX squared plus AY squared plus AZ squared, which is equal dito sa dito sa dot nung A sa sarili niya. Okay, di ba? Ito yan. Kaya we have the property that A dotted to itself is the magnitude of A quantity squared. Ito. So, equal lang to dito kasi, di ba, ang notation natin, dalawa yung notation natin for magnitude. Either lalagyan nyo ng absolute value, yung vector A, or yung pinaka-magnitude niya is yung walang arrow, tapos hindi bold, na capital letter A. Yun yung dalawang way to write the magnitude, right? So, pwedeng yung usual capital A or yung may absolute value. Okay, tapos yung pinakita ko kanina, yung property na dot product ng orthogonal or perpendicular vector is 0 kung yung angle between them is 90 degree, right? Tapos kapag parallel or angle between them is 0, yung dot product ng dalawang vector is equal lang sa magnitude, product ng magnitude. Kung i-apply natin yon for the unit vectors, kasi yung unit vectors ay perpendicular sa isa't isa yan. Yung AZ, AX, saka AY. So kapag dinat mo yung AX tsaka kay AY, or dinat mo si AX.AZ, or dinat mo si AY kay AZ, dahil nga perpendicular sila sa isa't isa, lahat ng dot product na to is 0. Okay? Pero kapag dinat mo sa sarili nila yung AX, yung AY, tsaka yung AZ, okay, dahil dinat mo sa sarili nila, yung angle between them is 0. So, equal lang yon sa magnitude ng bawat unit vector, which is 1 times 1. Diba? Mga magnitude nito is 1, which is 1 times 1, 1. Okay? Yan. So, yun yung scalar or dot product. Next, let's have the next type of product, which is yung vector or cross product. Okay, medyo mas complicated hanapin yung cross product when we are given vectors. Yung may components na vectors. Kasi tayo doon. Mag-determinants pa tayo. Actually, may formula pero hindi na-advise kabisaduhin. Meron tayong ginagamit na method using determinants. Okay? Pero in terms of yung definition, ito yung cross product natin. So the cross product of two vectors A and B written as A cross B is a vector quantity whose magnitude is the area of the parallelogram formed by A and B and is in the direction of advance of a right-handed screw. As A turned to B. So ito yung definition ng cross product. The cross product of two vectors A and B written as A cross B is a vector quantity whose magnitude is the area of the parallelogram formed by A and B and is in the direction of advance of a right-hand rule as A turned to B. So, halimbawa, meron tayong dalawang vectors. Let's say meron tayong plane dito. Tapos, meron tayong dalawang vectors, A tsaka B. Okay? Pag kinross product natin tong A and B, ang ibig sabihin ng cross product, yung magnitude nitong cross product, A and B is equal to the area of the parallelogram form. So pag nagdraw tayo ng parallelogram dito, okay. Yung magnitude nitong cross product is equal to the area ng parallelogram na to. Or kung gusto nyo, yung triangle formed by these two vectors, 1/2 the magnitude of the cross product of A and B, area of the triangle. Pwede rin. Okay? Yan. Pero, yung pinaka-vector natin, kung ayaw natin yung magnitude, yung pinaka-vector natin dapat na mabubuo kasi scale vector quantity nga yung cross product, di ba? So, ang magiging answer natin pag nag-cross product ng dalawang vector is also a vector. Unlike sa dot product, kapag nag-dot product tayo ng dalawang vector, scalar. Scalar yung sagot. Okay? Kapag cross product, vector. So, kapag nag-cross product tayo ng dalawang vector, let's say ito, A and B, bale, yung direction niya ng pinaka-cross product, perpendicular or 90 degree, pareho dito sa plane nitong A and B. Okay? Which is this plane. So, perpendicular ngayon yung A cross B. Ito yung direction niya. Yung direction ng A cross B is perpendicular pareho dito sa vector A and B, including doon kung saang plane nandoon yung vector A and B, which is this plane. Okay? So, in terms of the definition, or in terms of value of the magnitude and a unit vector, yung A cross B, pwede rin siyang equal to the magnitude ng A times the magnitude ng B times sine theta AB dot or times a unit vector or a unit normal vector. Okay? So, dun sa illustration natin kanina, meron tayong vector A tsaka vector B, right? Yung angle between them, theta AB, ito, kapag minultiply nyo ngayon yung magnitude nitong A times magnitude nitong B, tas kinuha niyo yung sine nung theta AB, ito yung magnitude. Magnitude din nung A cross B. Right? Which is, ito yung area nung parallelogram. Kapag minultiply mo to kay unit vector n, normal unit vector n, makukuha mo na yung pinaka A cross B. Etong unit normal vector na yan, ito yon. Kailangan unit vector na normal dito sa plane ng AB. Okay, tapos sabi malalaman mo yung direction nitong cross product using the right hand rule. Okay? Yung right hand rule, sige, pakita natin. Yung right hand rule, sige. Halimbawa, ito yung vector natin, vector A. Pag kinurl mo, yung vector A papunta kay B, etong term natin yung direction ng cross product. Sige, pakita nga natin yun. So pag ito yung A natin, okay. Yung vector A, ito. Pag kinurl mo papunta kay B, ito si B. Etong mga finger natin, pag kinurl mo papunta kay B, yung direction niya is yung normal unit vector, which is the thumb. Okay? Yun yung right hand rule. Tapos, yung other formula nga for yung sinasabi kong mas complicated computen kumpara sa dot product, yung other formula natin for the cross product, let's say meron din tayong same vectors A and B. Ito. Copy ko na lang yung mga vectors natin na to. Given the vectors A and B. So, pwede nating makuha yung cross product using a mnemonic. So, it is actually a determinant, 3x3 matrix determinant. So, yung entry, yung unang row, isusulat nyo is yung mga unit vector, AX, AY, tsaka AZ. Tapos yung second row, isusulat nyo is kung ano yung order ng pag-cross product nyo. So, nauna si A, di ba? So, yun yung ilalagay nyo sa second row, yung mga components niya, which is AX, AY, tsaka AZ. Tapos, dun sa third row, dito, yung components ni B, which is yung BX, BY, tsaka BZ. Tapos, apply nyo yung pag-evaluate ng 3x3 matrix. So, ginagamit ko na lang is cofactor expansion. So, consider natin itong first row as the yung expand natin ng cofactor. So we have AX, okay, positive AX times the determinant. So cross out nyo yung AX, yung row at element kung saan naroon si AX. Tapos yung hindi na cross out na terms or na entries, which is yung AY, AZ, tsaka BY, BZ, kukuhaan nyo yung determinant. Okay, di ba ganito yung cofactor expansion method? And then, minus yung AY naman. Okay? So, cross out nyo naman yung column at row kung saan naroon si AY. And then, yung mga hindi na cross out na elements, ito yun, di ba? AX, BX, AZ, BZ. Hanapin nyo yung determinant. Yan. Next is yung AZ naman. Plus AZ, then times the determinant. So, cross out nyo yung row, tsaka element kung saan naroon si AZ. Determinant nung hindi na cross out na entries, which is AX, AY, BX, BY. Yan. Tapos, hanapin natin yung determinant. Paano mag-evaluate ng 2x2 determinant? Let's say A, B, C, D. Diba, product lang yan ng AD minus product ng BC. So, applying that here, AX times product nito, which is AY times BZ, minus product nito, AZ times BY. Okay? Minus AY, so evaluate the determinant nito, product niyan, AXBZ, minus product nito, AZ, BX. Okay? Urong natin para magkasya. Then last, plus AZ, then evaluate this determinant, product nito, AY times BX, minus product nito, AX times BY. Okay. Wait, mali tayo ng kopya dito. This should be, kasi ito ay, what? AX times BY. Parang nabaliktad ko kanina. Minus AY times BX. Yan. So, ito yung value ng A cross B. Okay, so kahit hindi nyo kabisaduhin to, basta alam nyo i-apply yung mnemonic, yung determinants. Okay? Ganun lang naman ginagawa ko dito eh. Or kung ayaw nyong computein manually, pwede kayong gumamit ng calculator. Okay, nako-compute yung cross product tsaka dot product sa calculator. Sige, i-illustrate din naman natin yan kapag nag-solve na tayo ng examples. Okay. So, ano ba yung mga properties? Properties ng cross product or vector product. So, hindi siya commutative not commutative. Ibig sabihin, kapag kinross mo si A kay B, hindi siya equal sa cross ni B cross ni B kay A. Sa pag binaliktad mo yung pag-cross product, yung order in which you apply the cross product, hindi yun equal. Actually, A cross B is equal to the negative of B cross A. Or the other way around, B cross A is equal to the negative of A cross B. Okay, so hindi siya commutative. Hindi rin siya associative. So, tandaan nyo, not associative. So, halimbawa, pag kinross mo si A sa quantity, cross product ni B and C, so pag inuna mo ang kinross product si B and C, tas yung cross product na to, si A is kinross product mo, hindi siya equal sa A cross B quantity cross C. So the grouping matter in cross product. Okay? So hindi siya associative. Actually not pala, sorry. Not. Hindi siya equal. Kasi not associative. But it is distributive. Okay, distributive siya. Halimbawa, A cross times the quantity B plus C, it is equal, so pwede nyo i-distribute yung A. A cross B plus A cross C. Okay? And then, kapag dinat mo yung A sa sarili niya, kinross mo yung A sa sarili niya, equal yon to 0. Bakit? Kasi, di ba meron tayong equation for A cross B na equal dito. So, kung i-cross mo yung A sa sarili niya, magiging magnitude ng A, natin ng araw, times magnitude ng A, sin theta AA. Kung kinross mo yung A sa sarili niya, so dalawang A to, ang angle between them, theta AA is 0, right? Pag pinlagin mo ngayon dito sa sin theta AA, which is 0, sin 0 is 0. Right? So, equal to 0. Right? So, yung cross ng A or any other vector sa sarili nila is 0. Okay? Pero kapag dalawang perpendicular, let's say A and B, okay, so 90 degree yung angle between them. Ito yung theta AB. Ang cross product nila is bale magnitude B times sin 90 degree. Right? Which is 1. Okay? Then, unit normal vector AN. So, applying that same concept or properties for unit vectors. So, kapag kinross mo yung AX sa sarili niya, kinross mo yung AY, unit vector AY sa sarili niya, and unit vector AZ, kinross mo sa sarili niya, that's equal to 0. Okay? Pero kapag kinross mo si A kay X, kay Y, okay? Equal to sa AZ. Kinross mo si AX kay kinross mo sige si AY kay AZ, that's equal to AX. Kinross mo si AZ kay AX, that's AY. Diba recall na perpendicular sa isa't isa yung tatlong unit vectors. So AZ to, AX to, AY to. Okay, pag kinross mo si AX kay AY, so applying yung formula AX cross AY equal to magnitude ng AX times magnitude ng AY sine theta XY times normal unit vector, right? Eh, yung mga magnitude lang ng unit vectors is 1. So, 1 times 1, then sine, ano yung angle between X and Y? AX and AY, di ba 90 degree? Sine 90, which is 1, times normal unit vector. So, ito yon yung AZ, right? Kasi perpendicular nga sa isa't isa yan, yung AX, AZ, tsaka AY. So, this is equal to AZ. Okay? So, 1 AZ na lang or simply AZ. Therefore, AX cross AY is AZ. Applying the same situation dito sa cross product ni AY, AZ equals AX, AZ cross AX equals AY. Okay? Pero kapag binaliktad mo, halimbawa, binaliktad mo na AY cross AX, it should be negative AZ. Or AZ cross AY, it should be negative AX. AX times AZ, negative AY. Kasi nga, anti-commutative or not commutative yung cross product. Kaya, in-apply natin tong property na to. Pinagbaliktad kasi natin yung order of cross product dito, di ba? Binaliktad natin to, ginawang ganito, dapat negative AZ siya. Okay, ganun din dito. Ganun din dito. So actually may mnemonic yan. Para hindi kayo malito. So meron tayong AX going to AY going to AZ. So kapag clockwise yung rotation, parang ito clockwise, di ba? Denoted by the arrow. O, yung pagkakasunod-sunod natin, pag kinross mo si AX to AY, ang rotation is clockwise, equal siya dito kay AZ. Okay? Or pag kinross mo si AY clockwise kay AZ, ang sagot is si AX. Or pag kinross mo si AZ kay clockwise movement papunta kay AX, ang sagot is si AY. So, yan yung mnemonic. Okay, pwede kayong mag-draw ng ganito. dapat ganito yung pagkakasunod-sunod. Okay? Pero kapag counterclockwise yung rotation, okay, clockwise, positive. Counterclockwise, negative. So, halimbawa, pag ganito yung notation natin, counterclockwise, si A, pag counterclockwise, si A, AY, kinross mo kay AX, equal siya kay AZ, pero negative. Negative AZ. Or kapag kinross mo si AX in counterclockwise direction kay AZ, equal siya sa AY negative. Okay? Or kapag kinross mo si AZ kay counterclockwise movement kay AY, ang sagot niya is negative AX. Okay. Yun yung mnemonic. Para madaling yung matandaan. Okay, so that's all for vector product or cross product. Next, let's have ano yung pangatlo? Scalar triple product. So yung scalar triple product, combination nga siya ng dot tsaka ng cross. Okay, so let's say hinahanap natin yung scalar triple product given A, B, C. It's scalar triple product let's say A dot B cross C. Ito yung scalar triple product. Okay. Equal yan sa determinant ng, so kung ano yung pagkakasunod-sunod So yung elements ni A, di ba? AX, AY, AZ. Tapos next yung elements ni B sa second row, BX, BY, BZ. Then yung sa third row, element ni C, CX, CY, or component ni C, CX, CY, CZ. Tapos, evaluate nyo lang tong determinants. Okay? Pero, equivalent din ito, kung gusto nyo, may other equivalent form siya. Pwede nyong pagbali-balik ta rin yung position, pero dapat ganito. A dot B cross C is equal to B dot C cross A. Okay? Or C dot A cross B. Yan. So, nakita niyo yung pattern. So, dapat ang rotation is paganyan. Okay? Pag ito yung pinili mo as yung idadot, dapat i-cross mo si CA. Okay? Kapag si C naman yung pinili mong idot, okay, dapat ang i-cross mo is CAB. Okay? So, tandaan nyo tong property ng scalar triple product. So, ang sagot pala dito, kapag pinerform nyo yung scalar triple product, ay scalar. So, the answer here is a scalar. Hindi siya vector. Okay, scalar yung sagot dyan. So, ang geometric interpretation niyan, it is the volume of a parallelepiped. Spelling nun. Lepiped having A, B, C as edges. Okay. Yan. Yan yung geometric interpretation. Volume siya nung parallelepiped with edges vectors A, B, C. Sige, yung last, yung vector triple product. Ito, vector triple product. So, dalawang cross product naman yan. So, for vectors A, B, C, their vector triple product is given by, so halimbawa, if a vector triple product mo si A, B, and C, so vector triple product, so A cross quantity vector B cross C, okay, equal yan sa B vector B times A dot C minus vector C times A dot B. So, ito yung formula natin. Ibig sabihin, ida-dot product mo si A and C, yung scalar na makukuha dyan, di ba scalar ang dot product, i-multiply mo kay vector B. So, still a vector yan, right? Minus, yung dot product naman ni A and B, which is a scalar, multiply mo kay vector C, so magiging vector uli ito. Tapos yung difference itong dalawang vector, yan yung pinaka triple vector product ng ABC. Which is ang sagot is a vector ulit. Okay. Pero pwede nyo rin itong i-evaluate kung gusto nyo. Di ba napakita ko na sa inyo yung formula sa cross product. Pwede i-cross product nyo muna yung B and C, tas whatever yung sagot dito, i-cross product nyo sa A. So same lang din yung makukuha nyo kapag ginamit nyo yung formula na to. Okay. So ito yung apat na vector multiplication. Again, meron tayong scalar dot product or dot product, vector or cross product, scalar triple product or vector triple product. So, tandaan nyo yung mga formula nila kung paano hanapin. Apply natin yan sa mga sample problems. Okay, next. Anong next concept natin? We can also have components of a vector. Okay. So halimbawa, meron tayong vector A and B. Ito si vector A, ito si vector B. Tapos meron tayong angle between them. Theta AB. Yan. Pwede natin kuhain yung component nitong vector A along vector B. Okay? Or yung scalar component, scalar projection of A, scalar component or scalar projection of A onto B. Okay? So, pag nag-drop kayo ng perpendicular dito, this is 90 degree. Okay? Yung scalar component nitong A kay B, okay, is ito. Yan. Which is, mahanap natin yung magnitude niyan as A, magnitude A, cosine nung theta AB. So, ito yung value nung scalar component nung A onto B. Okay, kasi pwede nyo gamitan ng right triangle, di ba? Trigonometry. Cosine ng theta AB, cosine ng theta AB is adjacent over hypotenuse. But yung adjacent, dito sa right triangle na to, adjacent is itong hinahanap natin. Let's say AB. Over hypotenuse is yung magnitude dapat ni A, kung yung length yung kino-consider natin, di ba? Magnitude ni A. Sige, tuloy natin dito. Yan. So, cosine theta AB is equal to yung hinahanap na component nung scalar component nung A onto B, dinote ko lang as AB muna, over magnitude nung A. So, cross-multiply si magnitude nung A, bale, magnitude nung A, cosine theta AB is equal to AB. Which is, ito yon, yung nakuha nating value. So, therefore, yung AB is equal to A, magnitude ng A, cosine theta AB. Itong AB is scalar component of A along B. Or in the same direction as B. Given itong figure. Yan. Or kung i-apply natin yung, di ba ito na equation natin? Pag in-apply natin yung dot product, okay, equal din to sa A Magnitude ng A, assuming meron kang unit vector dito, naka times 1, so ano yung gagamitin mong unit vector? Yung unit vector along B. Okay? Which is magnitude ng unit vector along B times cosine theta AB. Or, in terms of the dot product, this is also equal to A dot unit vector along B. Right? It is the component of A along B. Kasi diba ang definition natin to ng dot product. So, ganun maghanap ng component of a vector along another vector. Idadat mo lang yung pinaka-vector sa unit vector nung pinaka-hinahanapan mo ng component ng vector na to along that vector. Okay? Nagets ba? So kung hanapan mo yung component nitong vector A along this vector B, idadat mo lang si A sa unit vector along this vector B. Okay? Which is, pag in-applyan natin ng formula, ano yung formula natin sa sa unit vector? Diba? Naturo ko to sa episode 1. That's the vector B itself divided by the magnitude. So, ibig sabihin, it's equal to A dot B over magnitude ng B. So, yan yung other formula. Okay. Paano kapag vector component? So, vector component naman of A to B, along B. Kasi ito is scalar, di ba? Scalar to. So, ang gagawin mo, yung nakuha mong component na to, na AB, so vector component naman nung A along B is yung nakuha mong AB component, scalar component, ita-times mo lang siya sa unit vector along B. Okay? Which is, kasi itong, wala tong arrow pala. Kasi component to, scalar component. Ita-times mo dito ka unit vector along B. But ano ba yung value natin ng AB? Diba ito? Yung A dot AB, okay, and then ita-times mo pa kay unit vector AB. Yan. Which is, nakuha natin yung equivalent nito as, eto diba? Copy. Times AB. So, A dot B over B times another formula ulit ng unit vector in the same direction as B. Diba that's B over magnitude. Okay, so yan yung formula natin. Or, pag sinimplify mo, magiging A dot B times B over magnitude of B times magnitude of B squared. So, ito yung vector component ng A along B formula. So, kapag binaliktad, same formula lang din. Okay? Halimbawa, hanapin nyo yung vector component naman ng B along A. Babaguhin nyo lang yung mga values dito. Okay, so kung i-draw ngayon natin yan, i-redraw natin, diba ito si A, tapos ito si B. So, ito yung angle between them, theta AB. Nag-drop tayo ng perpendicular dito. So, yung vector component ngayon nung A along B, denoted by this, is ito. Okay, or itong vector na yan. Yan na yung AB. Tapos, kapag hinanap natin itong vector na to, okay, it should be equal to A minus vector A minus AB. Applying head-to-tail rule, right? Head-to-tail rule, dapat, pag inad nyo ngayon to, etong A, yung vector component ng A onto B, plus dito sa A minus vector A minus vector component of A along B, it should be equal to A. Right? So, ibig sabihin, makukuha mo pareho yung parallel component tsaka perpendicular component nung A tsaka nung A kay B. I mean, okay? Ito yung parallel component kasi siya yung along the direction ng B. So, parallel component ni A is AB. Tapos, yung perpendicular component is ito. Okay? A minus AB. Parallel component is ito. Tapos, yung perpendicular component is yung A minus A. Kasi 'di ba ang vector, any vector A, let's say A, can be resolved into a component that is perpendicular and parallel sa isang vector. Okay? Or pwede siyang magkaroon ng horizontal and vertical component. Okay? So ito yung horizontal. Kung with respect tayo sa vector B, ito yung vertical component. Para vector A is equal to horizontal component or ito yung parallel. Parallel plus vertical component or ito yung perpendicular. Which is A horizontal plus A vertical. Okay? So, ganyan maghanap ng components of a vector. So, tandaan nyo yung formula na dinederive natin. Ito, or kung gusto nyo, yung dot product lang. Or kung gusto nyo, ito. Tapos, kapag vector component, gusto nyo ito, or yung pinaka complete formula in terms of the vectors A and B, pwede rin. Tapos tandaan niya rin to, yung parallel tsaka perpendicular component. So, yun. Yun yung components of a vector. So, I think, sige, hanggang dito na lang muna. Abangan nyo yung part 2 nito, which is magiging episode 4 na siya. Okay? Magsasolve na ngayon tayo ng mga sample problems, illustrative sample problems. Dito sa na-discuss nating topics all about types of vector multiplication tsaka components of a vector. So, abangan nyo sa next video tutorials natin. Okay, so sagaan ko muna yung ating video tutorial. I hope you learned something from this video. See you on my next one. God bless everyone. Bye-bye.